So this has been referred to as the DJI Flop. The DJI Skip, I actually quite like that one. The ugliest drone ever. What the flip is this? A lot of comments about this drone. I really do think it is probably the most controversial drone that we've ever had from DJI. Now my opinion really does keep changing on this. So let's get into it. So I really don't think we've actually seen a drone from DJI before that's had such bad publicity. You're going to see a lot of reviews on this drone and they're not all positive. Now I know there's no such thing as bad publicity, but this is something else. Now unfortunately, negative videos always do the best for any new tech product. So people will go out there, they'll get this drone, they'll fly it, they'll do a couple of videos on this really quickly, telling you just how bad it is, don't go and buy this is a flop. And then they'll go and get the drone, put it all back in the actual bag, and then contact Amazon and say, please can I have my money back? They'll get the drone, they'll send it back to them. You'll never see them talk about that product ever again. But I've been actually flying this DJI Flip now for a few months. And yes, initially when I first got this, I was like, what the hell is this? Why do we need this? We've already got a Mini 4 Pro. And who is this for? And that was my initial impression. And it's only really recently, of this last few weeks of using this more and getting to grips with this, how my opinion is starting to sway now. So I like to do long-term reviews on these products, but I also like to give you the honest facts as well. I'm not going to sit here and go, everything is great on that DJI Flip. Go and buy it with my affiliate links down below. And then I can hear this money truck coming outside now. Everything's going great. I'm going to actually tell you what I don't like about it and what I like about it, and hopefully feed that back, constructive criticism, so we can actually get more features on here. Maybe things can change. And if everybody does this, we can all make these products better. So let's start on the bad points first of all. What don't I like about this DJI Flip, aside from it not being able to sit properly on my desk? Well, the first one is wind resistance. So this has a level 5 wind resistance. So does the Mini 4 Pro. But from testing this, if you've watched some of my recent videos between these two drones, the Mini 4 Pro is certainly better in the wind. This has integrated propellers, but I have been able to fly this around the mountains at high altitudes and actually had no issues with this. So it can withstand the wind. It's much better than DJI Neo. It's just not going to be as good as this guy. Now this drone having the integrated propellers, it really isn't a fast drone. If you have a Mini 4 Pro or DJI Air 3S, this is going to feel really slow. I'm sure this can be improved. We saw this with the DJI Neo. They actually increase the tracking speed. But if you're going to be tracking if you're going to be walking, that's fine. But if you're tracking yourself on a bike, up to about 10 miles per hour is its limits. Any faster than that, it's really going to start lagging behind. Getting to places is going to be longer, and then also when you're flying into the wind, because of these integrated propellers, it's going to struggle a bit more as well. So it's not entirely fast, but I'm sure they can actually adjust this, just like they did on the DJI Neo for that tracking speed. So coming onto the mode button on the side of it. Now, whilst I do like some aspects of this, which I'll come on to, the actual quick shots section on here, if you have any sort of drone experience, you might have a Mini 4 Pro, the Air series, the Mavic series, you're going to find these really gimmicky. Now, I know what they're targeting these at, which is vloggers, but when you click these, you have Rocket, Spotlight,
Direction Track, Follow, Droney, Circle.
So you have a few different quick shots, and you have the tracking shots as well. So in relation to the actual quick shots, I just think they are pretty useless for me, and probably for a lot of you guys watching them as well. Mainly because they're all limited to 10 meters away. Now 10 meters is not far. Now this is probably due to the fact that it doesn't have any sensors around the DJI Flip. But if you're wanting to get this really nice droney, get the drone to fly off from you and show that landscape, after 10 meters, it's just going to come back to you, and you can't go and actually change in the settings to get it to go any further. Now, it does have a 50-meter maximum distance when you're not using a controller, so that could also be it. But 10 meters? That's really low. I want that to be improved. Now, we'll come on to this point in the positive section about the DJI Fly app and my experience recently with this. But when you go onto this app here, so you connect it from your phone, you can click use by mobile connection. It'll automatically select the DJI Flip. You click join, And then what you can do is you can then, when you're flying that drone, you're going to have a live preview on the screen to see exactly out of this camera. You can select one of those different quick shots, you can select the tracking modes, and you can also then go and do manual flying. Now, one thing you can't do, which is really frustrating, is when you go into settings, let's click on video settings, you can't actually alter the noise reduction, you can't change the sharpness, you can't even access pro controls, you can't change the shutter speed on here, the ISO, all that is just like non-existent. Now you can do all of that when you actually use the controller, but on the phone you can't. Why? That could easily be added. Look, there's even a space at the bottom to add it. That could easily be added. So you can change the resolution, the normal or D-Log M, but it is actually locked to just 30 FPS. So we do need some more things added in there. For some reason, that is just set for like complete beginners. Now I know beginners are going to pick this up, and that's great, but also have an additional option for someone who has experience as well. Now a problem is that when you're transporting it like this, or the drone's in the air, that's fine. These propellers in the front are going to protect the drone when it's actually landing on that floor. But you do need to be careful when you're actually carrying the drone like this, might be in your pockets, because as you can maybe see there, the camera protrudes out. So if that was to fall, the camera is going to take that hit, first of all. Not the best design. And then just to finish, it doesn't have an FPV mode. The DJI Neo did. That needs adding. Why? I still can't get this around it. So the DJI Neo has FPV mode and cinematic mode. It's pretty much the same as this, but smaller with a lot worse a camera. So why does this not have FPV mode as well? So you could add this, I'm sure. DJI, please give us FPV mode on here so we can use it with the goggles and the FPV controllers. And then for tracking, it won't track vehicles. So that's also quite frustrating. I love tracking. It will track humans. So it will track you with no problem whatsoever. It locks onto you, great. The tracking is actually really good. The follow mode and direction track, I actually do think is really good on here. If you want to actually track yourself on a motorbike, it's not going to work because it's not really fast enough. But for cycling, going on like an electric bike or a mountain bike, as long as you track you first, not the bike, it will actually detect you and it will follow you, and it does a great job. But yeah, no vehicle tracking. So those are some of my main gripes on the DJI Flip, but I really am convinced that a lot of them can be changed with firmware updates. When the Neo came out, we had a lot of updates for that, and I'm sure we're going to get a lot of updates to the DJI Flip as well. And if we could just get like a couple of those that I mentioned, that would be fantastic. Now, before we move on to the good points and what's changed my opinion recently, if you do enjoy tech and drone content, please consider subscribing. Just hit that subscribe button, completely free. And if you enjoy any part of this video, just hit the like button. It really does help out. Right. What do I like about it? So I really do like the camera quality on here. The same camera quality as the Mini 4 Pro. We all know that is great. So you're not sacrificing like on photos or video quality. The video quality I'm able to get out of here and the photos, just having it recently, is brilliant. So it's not like DJI Neo where you are sacrificing a lot on that camera quality. It really is a good camera. And the battery life, 31 minutes of battery life. So I was getting round about the exact same battery life as the Mini 4 Pro. So in real world, between 20 and 25 minutes. The batteries are smaller, nice and lightweight, super easy to take with you. So battery is also a great advantage on this drone. Now recently I went on a trip staying in a forest, and the DJI Flip was awesome in this situation. I took the DJI Flip and I took the DJI Mini 4 Pro. I didn't use the DJI Mini 4 Pro at all. So for just going on like day trips, you might be going out with your family, you don't want to take a lot of equipment with you, being able to take this and still able to get great shots without a lot of hassle or other equipment, this is its best advantage. I think DJI's target of just going for vloggers, that's the wrong move. So in this situation, I didn't want to take loads of things with me, but I wanted to actually go and explore the area. And this is great because I literally just had to take this. I put this in my hoodie pocket. We hired a few bikes. I just took this drone off. Now, as soon as you actually unfold the drone, it will automatically turn on. So I don't need to press anything. So in around about 10 seconds, I can now access
Spotlight. Direction track.
the mode button.
Follow.
So now it's on follow mode. If I was to hold this button down for 3 seconds, it's now going to start following me and tracking me. So within like 15 seconds, this drone is following me, and it's going to record everything to the SD card. So I can then go around this path here, exploring the area, and the drone is just following me from behind. Now it's also a safe drone because it's got these nice integrated propellers. So for tracking in a situation and an area like this this is better than that Mini 4 Pro. I also could go onto my phone app so I could see a live preview of what the drone is seeing. I could select direction track and get the drone to track me from the front. But also when the drone is tracking you and you've got your phone maybe in your pocket or your hand, you can also change the altitude. So I can get this drone just by pressing it on screen. The drone will go lower down. I get this like low shot as it's tracking me, or I can press up and it will track me from further up. Not having the DJI RC2 with me in this situation was really refreshing. If I took this, it means I'd have to try and cycle around with this in my hand or mount this to the bike. So for just walking around the area, maybe on a day trip, just take this with you in like the smallest of pockets and you could just literally fly it with this. I could then get back to this lodge and take some great photos and videos, simply just flying the DJI Flip with my phone. Just go into manual flying, I can take it off and then I can fly back. So I'm just like sat here and the drone is getting these really cool videos. Or if I want more full control, I could use the DJI RC2 controller. So in those situations, for the ease of use, where you're not sacrificing on the actual camera quality, being able to fly this either on its own, completely hands-free, fly it with the DJI Fly App on your phone, or just use a controller you may already have, the RC2 or DJI N3, this is great. And in that situation, it was brilliant. And then after I finish cycling, you just fold the propellers in, the drone will then automatically turn off.
Power off in 5 seconds. Press any button on aircraft to cancel.
So after 5 seconds, it will turn off. And then you just put this back in your pocket. Now it is quite big, so if you have larger pockets, then yeah, that's fine. If not, you're going to need like a small bag. Folded, it is like bigger than that Mini 4 Pro for sure. But it depends where you're going. So I just folded this back in and put it back in my hoodie pocket, and then we went for a bit of a walk. And we found this lodge that had like a lot of damage done to it from recent storms. I thought that's really interesting. So I got this unfolded out of my hoodie pocket again. Within 20 seconds, it was in the air. Got my phone out of my pocket, just pressed forward, and I was able to get these shots of this lodge not looking the best. Really interesting. Now, having that flexibility of how you can control this makes it really unique. It's completely different to the Mini 4 Pro, the DJI Air 3S. It's different to the DJI Neo, and it has a much better camera. But if we look at the price of this, and my buddy Stuart from the Drone Film Guide brings up a really good point. So the DJI Flip, this is to get this as the cheapest package with the DJI N3 controller. It's £369 or $439. But if you actually remove the cost of buying that controller, which is £105 or $129, this means that the value of the DJI Flip is £264 or $310. For a drone with the same flight time as the Mini 4 Pro, the same camera quality as the Mini 4 Pro, you can fly this in 3 different ways. I think for that price, this is exceptional value. And what DJI need to do is need to actually sell this as literally just the drone only. You might already have the DJI RC2 controller, in which case you don't need to buy this as a controller package. You might already have the N3. You know, for people who already have these controllers, you don't need like 5,000 different controllers with every single drone that comes out. You just need one. So have this as a drone only option, and then I think that is incredible value. So when I first got this, I really did have like the same opinion as a lot of people about this drone. It was sort of like a confusing drone, like what is this, what's the need for it? But the more I've been flying this, like the more I've been using it, and the more I've been thinking about the use case, the more I have enjoyed using it. And it does have faults, just like a lot of products, but I do hope that some of these can be rectified, especially with firmware. And like think of this as a completely different drone to anything we have seen. For the price point, if we can get this as a drone only, that is a fantastic option as well. So if you want to go and check out the DJI Flip, I'm going to link it at the top of the description. And let me know in the comments down below, what do you think about this drone? It'd be really interesting to actually hear your thoughts. I've got a lot of videos coming really soon, super busy year going forward. So make sure you hit that subscribe button, hit the like button if you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Take care.